social establishment was shaken to its very foundation by one wedding that completely dwarfed other weddings that took place in Lagos on Saturday, 9th July 2016, in virtually every area considered. The event was the traditional engagement ceremony of Toby Saka and Vanessa da Souza, which was held at the Lekki Coliseum, Lekki, Lagos State. The groom, Toby Saka, who has both first and second degrees in accountancy from the United States of America, once worked as a regulator in Wall Street in the USA. He is now an employee of Access Bank PLC. The groom's father is engineer Kenny Saka, a US-trained geologist and petroleum engineer who retired at NNPC some years ago. Engineer Kenny Saka is the managing director of Lennox Heights Limited, a company that operates in the property, oil and gas sector of Nigeria's economy. The mother of the groom, Lady Lydia Saka, who is from a long line of accountants in her family, retired as a director in the Lagos State Internal Revenue Service years ago. Lady Lydia Saka, a tax accountant par excellence, also has 3 of her children as accountants. She is the CEO of Purple Scent Limited, a company that deals in home decoration and sale of fragrances. Lady Saka, the groom's mother, indeed, brought her rich knowledge in the decoration and beautification of the environment to bear to give the Lekki Coliseum an exquisite and very captivating ambience. The beautiful bride, Vanessa da Souza, who studied in the United Kingdom, has lived most of her life in Nigeria. Her father, Mr. Magnus da Souza, is from Goa, the southern part of India, which has a large concentration of Christians. Indeed, Goa is the last colony in India colonized by the Portuguese. That's why the da Souzas have a very strong affiliation to Portugal. In fact, the marriage proper, scheduled for the end of August 2016, has been fixed for Lisbon in Portugal. The mother of the bride, Nana da Souza, of blessed memory, was from Takoradi in Ghana, and she was said to have some relationship with the Fulanese from Sokoto. In fact, the introduction aspect of the marriage was done in Ghana earlier this year to honor the bride's mother, Nana da Souza, who was a newspaper columnist, a great fan of the BC Olatilo show. The BC Olatilo show dedicates the production of this awesome wedding to the everlasting memory of Nana da Souza, and indeed to honor Engineer Kenny Saka and his wife, Lady Lydia Saka, who are friends of the chairman of Biskin Communications, Prince BC Olatilo. The father of the bride, Mr. Magnus da Souza, who is into top-flight hospitality entertainment, is a Nigerian at heart because he has been in Nigeria for decades. The groom, Toby Saka, and the bride, Vanessa da Souza, first met at a dinner through common friends on 18th October 2013, and Toby formally proposed to Vanessa precisely 2 years later on the 18th of October 2015, and the love between them has continued to grow and has formally blossomed to that glorious point where all the family members gather for the consummation. As to be expected, since it's a gathering that brings together cultures and tradition of people from different parts of the world, India, Portugal, Ghana, Uganda, and Nigeria, this was hugely signposted in the dressing of these people, some of whom may be making their first contacts with Nigeria, the heart of Africa. As the dowry items were properly in place, and families of both sides have taken their position, the chief mistress of ceremony, Reverend Mrs. Ajala Ogunride, who is like a pathfinder in the business, set the ball rolling and fast-tracked the proceedings. The families of the bride and groom formally met amidst singing and dancing. The letter of intent presented and read, The groom, Toby, and friends arrived the venue to pay their homage.
Let's begin to pray for him. Let's begin to say
And the bride and her friends also came in to complete the equation. She connects with her parents and parents-in-law who prayed for her. The reception that took place at the banquet hall of Lekki Coliseum was the hallmark of the intercontinental engagement ceremony between Toby Saka and Vanessa da Souza. It was an exciting kaleidoscope of the blue color chosen for the event, with the women as usual going all out to make their presence hugely felt, both in number and in their regal and radiant form. The men, who also registered a robust presence at the event, showed class in the mostly white traditional garb they adorned, with caps of the stipulated colors to match. As usual, the goodwill and good character of both parents on both sides was like a magnet that drew people from different parts of the world to the event in their hundreds. It was an occasion to let off steam, sit back, and take a well-deserved break from the hustle and bustle of Lagos, the mega city that never sleeps 24 hours a day. Relaxation at such times at weekends come in handy as a veritable therapy for anti-aging, as propounded by no less a personality than Chief Mrs. Nike Akonde, President of the Lagos Chamber of Commerce and Industry. The BC Olatila show, with eyes for detail and highly intellectual presentation, which makes it the #1 choice of the elite, has constantly led the way as a program that blends party atmosphere with very useful messages which can bring lifelong advantages to life and living. Heavyweights in attendance at the Intercontinental Traditional Engagement Ceremony between Toby Saka and Vanessa da Souza were Governor Ibikunle Amosun of Ogun State, Otumba Gbenga Daniel, Osun State Deputy Governor Chief Mrs. Tomori, Chief Olusegun Oshoba and wife, Chief Mrs. Derin Oshoba. Also in attendance were former Governor of Ekiti State, Otumba Niyi Adebayo Oluokeo, Otumba Alex Onobanjo and wife, Chief Kayode Otufale, Chief Chris, and Chief Mrs. Keji Okunowo. Members of the Lagos Lawn Tennis Club, Yoruba Tennis Club, and Island Club, of which the father of the groom, Engineer Kenny Saka, is a member, came out in large numbers to solidarize with them. The program formally began as the parents of the couple and the couple danced into the hall as everyone stood to receive them.
My woman, my everything. My woman, I go feel buy you anything. My woman, my everything. My woman, I go feel give you anything. My woman, oh, my everything. My woman, oh, my everything. Yeah. Woman, you proper, woman, you straight. Man, a brother, your genetic trait. Waiting for you was never too late. Remember, said you want the food in on the plate. Yeah, I your love me indicate, and it is so concrete. And me never lose faith for making you my soulmate. Get this one straight, say are you married? No matter how them hate, they can take you any date. Do you anything, pon the bed, first thing, early money, medicine. You want me everything. No me woman to me, you mean everything. My woman, everything. My woman, I go feel by you anything.
Prayers were said to invoke the presence of God in the gathering. The next item was the cutting of the grand wedding cake, with the couple in attendance.
And to the count of Jesus, we will cut the cake. J-E-S-U-S.
Following thereafter was a flurry of video and photo session, with the couple taking turns with a lot of their friends and family members. The toast of the bride and groom was done by Usman Abdulrazak, a very close friend of the groom, who later asked all to rise and clink glasses to the continuous progress of the couple. The father-daughter dance and the bridal dance were top exciting moments of the event. The parents of the couple, especially the mothers, led by Lady Lydia Saka, took to the dance floor to express their joy and gladness at the happy turn of events. The BC Olatilo show, BOS, plans to be in Lisbon, Portugal, by the end of August this year for the exclusive coverage of the destination wedding of Toby and Vanessa Saka. Biskin Communications heartily congratulates Engineer Kenny Saka and wife, Lady Lydia Saka, and Mr. Magnus da Souza, and all the families of the bride from Ghana, India, Portugal, and Uganda for the success of the first step of their children's journey into matrimony.